do that.
We have a blob. Look at my hands. Oh my god, my camera is so broken. Oh, I feel like the light's gonna flicker just because I've got this burning next to me. Happy New Year! It's 2020. If you're not from the UK and you've got no idea what it is, Love Island is a show where single people go on it. It's a reality show. They try and find their love. They usually end up becoming celebrities after they come out with like millions of followers on Instagram. And there was one girl that went on Love Island who was actually a YouTuber before she went in there. She's called Molly-Mae. I think she seems really lovely, but she's just launched her own tan brand. As soon as she dropped this, I was like, well, we all know that 2019 has been the year that I have been addicted to fake tan. So I went straight on that website, I ordered it, it arrived a couple days later, and in this video I'm testing out her tan for the week, showing you how it lasts and everything, and giving you guys my honest opinion, because I thought, I don't know, I just thought it would be interesting and some of you might want to see it. So here are my honest thoughts. Hi, so welcome to my bathroom. I'm about to jump in the shower, scrub off the tan that I've currently got on. I've got a little bit of a remainder of Tanologist, that's the one. I've got the Tanologist dark water on right now. I know that you really would not like think that, because most of it is pretty much worn off. I've had this on for a week now, but I actually have been really loving this tan. It's one of my favorites that I've tried, because I've really been into the type of tans that you can just put on, they don't stain your clothes, they don't stain your sheets. Also, I am just about to redo my nails, so let's just ignore the fact that I have peeled off all of my gel polish. I was not sent this, I did buy it with my own money just because it was something I was really interested to try and I thought it looked really cool. So this is Filter by Molly-Mae, and I went for the dark tan, which comes in this cardboard tube with a tin lid. Not mean to do that. And then I also went for the mitt as well. This reminds me so much of the Coco and Eve tanning mitt. This looks like a really good tanning mitt, so I just wanted to get this anyway. This was £10, this was £19, so I spent £29 on this, which is quite pricey for a tan. I guess Bondi Sands is like $15.99, so this isn't ridiculously expensive, and it is actually Christmas, so please pray for me that this goes well, because otherwise tomorrow when it's Christmas Eve I may have to scrub this off and put something else on. Right, excuse the mess in the background, but I'm freshly showered. This is my natural skin colour. Oh, I didn't do a very good job on the elbows, did I? So what I normally do when I tan, obviously I don't usually wear a t-shirt, also if I'm talking quietly, it's because the rest of my family have gone to sleep because it's like midnight. I usually use a little bit of the Body Shop body yogurt just on like the super dry patches of my skin, like my elbows, which I clearly did not do last time. To be honest, my elbows are the worst. The rest of me is usually okay. I'm just going to put like the remainder on the knuckles of my fingers because they tend to pick up the most colour. So just for the purpose of this video, obviously I would not normally do my tan with my clothes on, but I'm going to try it on one arm so that you can see the colour difference between them. Right, okay, this is pretty much exactly the same as the Coco and Eve mitt. This does feel really nice, it's so soft, and I like how it's got the little thumb. I didn't get the face one because I thought, what's the point in like spending extra money on a face mitt when I could just use this one. Shake well and apply a generous amount directly to desired area. Wait 10 minutes after applying product before dressing. The formula is fast drying and lightweight, however we recommend allowing 4 to 10 hours for tan to fully develop. So I'm literally just going to do this how I normally would. I'm going to go to sleep in it and wake up in the morning, wash it off and see what we're left with. We have a blob. Strange because I haven't used one of these tans in ages. I forgot that it's going to turn all of my arm hairs brown. Initial application, it's got like a slight olivey undertone to it, kind of like the Bondi Sands one does, but this is the colour difference. To be honest, I have got other tans that are called dark that do go on with like a slightly darker guide colour, but obviously this is just to show you where you've put it. This isn't the actual colour it's going to turn out. I need to wait 10 hours. I'm now going to put this all over the rest of my body and we'll see how I'm looking. Also, a little tip, what I normally do is once I've applied it, I take some of this powder, which is just like a translucent powder by Lottie London. Take some of this, take a brush, and I set my underarms, the folds in my arms, the creases in the back of my knees, and the little fold under my butt so that it doesn't like stick to each other. And I find that that usually works pretty well if I'm trying to sleep and I don't want it to get like stuck together. Right, so one thing that I've realised that I don't like about this mitt, the bottom of it is really tight, so when I took it off of this hand to move on to the next arm, I feel like it rubbed a little bit of the tan off my hand, so I just had to kind of take it like this and do a bit of that. So I guess that's the only downside of having a stretchy elastic bit. Yes, your mitt's not going to fall off, but it's kind of harder to take it off. Also, because of the thumb bit, you have to use both sides, whereas normally with a mitt I would use one side and then keep it till the next time I tan and then use the other side. Now I just need to put it on my face, but if I do that on camera I'm not going to be able to see. You know what, I'm actually going to use a brush. This is by Coco and Eve. Okay, well that just all disappeared. I can't actually see what I'm doing. Just wipe that out of my eyebrows. And in that time I've turned into Hugh Hefner, apparently. I forgot to mention the smell. It doesn't really smell like regular fake tan. It definitely doesn't smell as strong. And at the moment, it doesn't have that weird like biscuity / BO smell. If you tan a lot, you know exactly what I mean. It doesn't really smell like that. But what I would recommend for when you tan and you're going to sleep, wear some long sleeve, loose fitting pajamas. I like to go for pajamas that have got like a cuff around the bottom of the leg so that they don't like ride up and interfere and like get on my sheets. It definitely still feels like a little bit sticky, but I've never had a tan that doesn't feel sticky after even standing around the room like this for 10 minutes. I will see you guys in the morning. So I've just woken up and turned the lights on. My hands, look at this. Oh my god. My hands do usually go quite dark when I tan, but not on this level. I need to go wash this off and see what we're left with underneath. Oh my god, look at my hands compared to the rest of me. Just a little update, I've put in my contact lenses. I'm about to go shower this off. I've just spent the past 2 hours doing my Christmas nails, just because I couldn't stand looking at my ugly bare nails anymore. But like, look at my hands. I just did this tan the way that I do every other tan like normal. How has it ended up like this? I don't understand what I've done wrong. So I've just come out of the shower. All I've done is put a bit of vitamin C serum on my face. That is it. To be fair, coming out the shower, my hands definitely do look a bit better, but they're still, like, especially my fingers and my knuckles are still darker than the rest of me. But I'm actually really happy with the colour on the rest of my skin, like on my neck, on my shoulders and everything. It looks really nice and even. Only thing is, on my hands and feet, it has just clung to them so badly. I don't even want to show you my feet because my feet are so ugly and I haven't painted my toenails yet. Look at this line. So I would definitely say that it's probably a good idea to make sure that your hands and feet are thoroughly moisturised. All I did was moisturise my knuckles a little bit, but they still look a lot darker than the rest of me. I'm going to do my makeup and then I'll show you in my natural bathroom lighting, like my legs and everything. So now that I've done my makeup and come in like in natural lighting, I'm actually so happy with the colour of this. The only downside is my hands, because they definitely look darker than the rest of me. Same with my feet. It's kind of like the problem that I had when I tried that £3 tan from Primark, where it just stuck to my knuckles and my fingers so much. I don't know why some tans do that and others don't, because the one that I'm currently using, I don't have any problems with my hands, but clearly this one you need to moisturise your hands. But other than that, I love the colour. I think it looks so nice. It looks really natural. It's not really orange, like the only orange bits are my knuckles. But other than that, it's like a really nice, I think it looks quite natural. Without trying to expose too much, I think on my neck, my shoulders and my chest and everything, it looks really nice. It's gone on really smoothly. Sometimes I have trouble with tans sticking to my chest and my neck especially. I did add a kind of sort of extra layer on my neck 10 minutes after I'd applied it. But I think it all looks pretty smooth. And then if I just show you my legs, I think it looks really nice. So today is actually Boxing Day, so I put this tan on Christmas Eve. Was it Christmas Eve that I put this on? No, it was the 23rd, so the day before Christmas Eve. And today is the 26th. As you can probably tell, most of it has come off my face right now, but that is because I wash my face, like I exfoliate it gently once a day, and I wash my face twice a day, whereas obviously the rest of your body you only wash once a day. My hands are still pretty dark. They have faded a bit, so they kind of match the rest of my body more now, but a lot of it is still sticking in my knuckles, and my feet are still exactly the same. Like my toes are so dark compared to the rest of me, but I love the rest of the colour of it. It still stayed really nicely on my neck. I usually wear my tan for about a week before I go to scrub it off, and that's when it gets like really gross looking. But I mean, a few days in, it's still looking pretty good. Right, so today is the 28th of December. I just thought I'd do a little update because as of yesterday I noticed that my hands started to look like this. It's basically fading not very well around my hands. I don't know if you can see that on my wrist. It's gone really patchy around my thumb and my wrist. And then just around my fingers, on the ends of my fingers, the tan has pretty much gone completely. But then up to my knuckles, it's all stuck there, but only like halfway across my finger. It's just all completely kind of come off on most of my finger, but then it's really sticking in the gaps between my fingers. But then there's just like a solid line where you can see it and it's really obvious. Like, what is this? And it's the exact same on the other hand as well. And then I don't really know how well you can see here. Yeah, you can kind of see it's starting to fade here, which is where I wear my bra straps. Like, there's little patches that are missing. Like, can you see just here? So it is starting to go a little bit patchy on my chest and shoulder sort of area, and also like in the band under here where I wear my bra. On my neck it actually looks pretty decent still. Oh, and I also, like, because it did completely come off my face, I did put on a little bit of extra face tan. Like, I've got some drops that I use on my face, and my arms are still looking totally fine. Right, so I'm actually filming the outro on the same day that I filmed the intro. Today is the 29th of December, so I've been wearing this since I think it was the 23rd. So it's been 6 days, and I'm actually just gonna get naked. No, I'm joking. I'm actually just gonna take my jumper off so you can see how the tan looks on my arms and everything. So obviously within a couple of days it all came off my face, which was completely expected. I have had to redo my hands since, because you saw how they were in the last clip. They were not looking good, and I was going out somewhere the next day and I was like, I can't go out of my hands looking like that. So I scrubbed it all off my hands and then put some different tan on my hands, which is the St. Moritz like purity water gel stuff. On the rest of my body, it's actually lasted really nicely. Like on my arms, I usually find that this bit here is the first area to go like tiger bread, and it's actually fine. I mean, 6 days later, I think it's looking pretty good on my arms. Okay, my hands are probably now a bit darker than the rest of me. I guess like the only thing I would say on my body is like there's patches where it's rubbed off from where my bra straps have been, and it's definitely faded a little bit on my neck. And this is me trying not to get demonetized. Can you see like under my arms there's a couple of patches that have come off, but I think that's just from where like my bra has been rubbing on it and stuff. So pretty much my overall views on this tan, I think it is a nice colour. It's a really nice natural looking colour, and it does seem to be fading quite nicely on most of my body, but the way that it performed on my hands and my feet was not the best. I definitely will use it again, but it's not like the best tan I've ever tried. Hopefully that helps and you can make your mind up. Right, I'm very quickly going to answer a question of the day. If you guys want to know anything about me and you want to be nosy, leave me a question down below with the hashtag question of the day. This is a nice question. This comes from Holly A-B, and she said, hi Soph, what is your favourite memory of this year? I was actually just going through my Instagram and doing like a little like look back through my memories. I think my favourite memory of this year is probably Tokyo. I went to Tokyo with Benefit, which was incredible. Either that or Miami with Motel Rocks. Both of those trips were just so amazing, and I was so lucky to get to go on them. And I have so many good memories from those trips. So I would say those two. I can't really pick like one. Who knows what 2020 holds? I really would like to go to Australia and somewhere snowy. Let's see if that happens. Right, I'm gonna go. My camera's running out of time. I will see you guys in my next video. If you like this, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and yeah, hope you enjoyed. Bye.